everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Something exciting has just arrived from Canada. I got the many pieces, not the whole thing, but many pieces of the new Miik fall collection, as well as some tried and true classics. I'm gonna be showcasing these for you today. So we will open up the packages, I will show them to you, but then I'm also gonna show you them on me, modeled on my body, so you can get an idea of the different pieces, compare and contrast them, find the best ones for you. We really focused on items that would work for work. So workwear pieces, because they're so comfortable, because they're so versatile, they can certainly go way beyond work, but these have some kind of special sophistication to them that really allow them to work in the workplace. I have talked about Miik on this channel before, though this is the first video that I'm doing that's all about Miik. So I'm not gonna go into too much detail, but I do want to say that I love this brand. I love everything they stand for, and I really, really like their clothes. So it's become one of my absolute favorites for sure. The items are sustainable and ethically made. They're in Canada, so they are actually creating the textiles in a mill, the people who are sewing the garments together, and then the actual people who work at Miik and putting it all together, they all work within like a 20-mile radius from one another. Their supply chain is completely intact. They know exactly where everything is coming from. They're making sure that everybody along the way gets paid a livable wage. And the items are so fabulous. They're made out of modal, which is my favorite fabric. It is a semi-natural fabric. It's incredibly comfortable, breathable. It takes so many less resources to create that it is just miraculous. I have nothing but good things to say about this brand, and I am super excited about this fall collection and looking into it. I know that I'm gonna be keeping some of these pieces, and they're gonna be perfect additions to my wardrobe. Each item will be linked in the description box down below, as well as a discount code, and I will also indicate my sizes. I do wear some things in a small, even some things in an extra small, and then a lot of the bottoms in a medium, so I will let you know which sizes are working best for me. I am curvy, I am 5'5", if that helps you in terms of height. You can see how long or short some of the bottoms especially are on me. Let's go ahead and get started. The first two things in the package are these belts. Obviously, they're not gonna look like anything special on their own, but they're gonna be great additions to some of these pieces. So I'll show you them on and off a couple of different items that are coming in, and we can kind of play with them, make them more versatile that way. I have navy and black. Okay, first up is the Finian. This is a shirt dress. It's in black. I am very excited to try this. Length actually looks good at first look, but I can't wait to try everything on. I'm so excited. Next up is the Amina. So this is a white tank, but it has a built-in shelf bra. Wouldn't go bra-less. It's a little still too thin of a material for that, especially in the white, but it should help make it a little bit more opaque in the white than, you know, some other typical like thin white tops would be. There is the Jeanette in teal. How pretty is this? So it has these pretty gathered shoulders, making a little bit of a puff shoulder. Adds a little bit of elegance that way. Is the other top, the Dua. This one, the black, it might be a little bit harder to tell, but it's got this beautiful like pleating detail in the front. I think it's a great addition to like a simple top. It really adds a little something, a little elegance to it. And here is the Lucia, which is one of the classics. This is like one of the best-selling pieces from Miik. This is the white of this. We'll see how opaque this one is. I am wearing a nude bra, but it's not my best, but you will see it. Next, we move into the blazer category. So we have the Danica. I am gonna definitely compare this with the Emily and the Sienna blazers that I have. Beautiful navy. Okay, I'm also really excited to pair this with the navy skirt I already own. All right, and then 3 pairs of pants. So these are the new Reed pant in navy. And then I also have the Reed pant, charcoal pinstripe. These are a wide leg. I'm so excited about these. I really hope they work on me. And then these are the Cristal pant, which have this pin tuck addition to them, which really helps elevate them, I think. All right, so here's a look at the try on. This is the Amina top with the sienna blazer and the reed pants. The Amina is pretty opaque. I'm pretty happy with how that looks, even with my not favorite nude bra. And here it is just tucked out so you can see the length of it. You can really see how nice and high the reed pants are, which I think is really, really flattering. And then you can see them tucked in here. So that's how it looks tucked in. And then we will go ahead and close the blazer so you can see the one button of the blazer fits perfectly at the high-waisted nature of the reed pant. And then we will add the belt here, which I think just again gives it a nice little extra touch, a little extra bit of sophistication, and it's a little trendy right now too. So that is a really easy addition. Here we have the Lucia and the other pair of the reed pants. So these are the charcoal pinstripe. It's subtle from afar, but up close you can really see the detail of it, which is so nice. I really, really like these, and I love just how sophisticated they really look. And I think that it makes your legs look extra long, which is lovely. The Lucia has the collar as well as the sewn down pleat, which is a really nice touch. And here it is tucked in. I just think this looks fabulous. So I really, really like how high-waisted these are and the way that these look. The pockets are also in the perfect place for hip placement. I think that they're really flattering. They work nicely. And the Lucia looks great tucked in. It's a great little top. Then we have the Jeanette top in teal. So it has this great keyhole feature as well as the puffed sleeves, and it gathers at the wrist. It's really nice. And then these are the Cristal pants. So that's the keyhole. As you can see, it's pretty small, so it's not really showing a ton. It's definitely work appropriate, but does a little something extra. And then with the pants, you can see that they have the nice pockets, and then they have that pin detail in the front. Here is the Finian dress. So it's really like a shirt dress of the Lucia. It has the collar and the sewn down pleat in the front all the way until this little slit at the bottom. It does also have a slit on the side, which is a little bit higher, so definitely something to keep in mind. And then you can add the belt and make it a more polished shirt dress. Almost looks a little bit like a wrap dress, which is really flattering. Here is the Dua top, and I have paired it with the Jan skirt in Houndstooth, which I don't think they are remaking again this season, unfortunately, because I do really like that skirt. But the Dua top has such a nice pleating to it. It does have a little bit of a lower V-neck, so if you are concerned about being like really busty and showing a lot of cleavage, it might not be right for you. But I think if it's styled correctly, it can definitely be work appropriate, and that gathering is such a nice detail. So now I want to show you some of the classic items that I already own and how they can kind of mix and match together. So this is the Jan skirt in black along with the Emily blazer, which is a bestseller and kind of put Miik on the map. So this one is also a single button blazer. It doesn't have a single vent or a double vent in the back because they're so stretchy, they don't really need the vents. And then the Jan skirt is a nice classic straight skirt. So it's not exactly a pencil, but it is a little bit looser, and I think actually more flattering on someone with curves. And then of course it also has a ton of stretch, so it's super comfortable. This is the Emily blazer again, but I wanted to show you a little color. I realized almost everything I'm showing you is a neutral, which is probably on purpose, but I do think Miik does colors really, really well. I love this red wine color, and I'm trying to convince them to make the Jan skirt in red wine because what a killer power suit that would be. I just think this color is stunning. I want you to look at the length of this one and see, because we're going to compare it now to the Sienna. So this is the Sienna in natural with the Claudia skirt, which has a little side slit and is slightly longer than the Jan. It's a little bit more of a pencil skirt compared to the straight. But the Sienna blazer is more of a boyfriend blazer. It's a little bit more of a loose cut. I still really like it. The pockets are tucked in here again, and I think that it's a really, really flattering, comfortable loose cut. I do tend to wear it open rather than closed, but you definitely could wear it closed as well. And then here is the Danica. So unlike the Sienna, the Danica is a little bit lighter weight. The Sienna is heavier weight in the middle, but it does have lighter weight arms. And this one is a little bit lighter in the middle as well. So it's a little closer to what the arms feel like.
I don't think that makes any difference in how polished it looks, though. It looks great, and then you can see the pockets out on this one. Still has the collar, and I would say it fits somewhere in between the Emily and the Sienna in terms of how tight it is to the body, but it's the length of the Sienna, which is really flattering. Here is the Sienna pant. So these are a pant I already own and had to have hemmed actually because they were quite long. These are a straight leg pant, and these do not have a pocket. All of my Miik pants are amazing on lumps and bumps, which is so nice, but these ones I think can go a little more casual. So because of the straight leg, lack of pockets, and then the fold over ability of the waist, they definitely can look more casual. And then when you add the waist belt with this, it's a nice addition, and you can actually fold the actual waist over the belt itself. So with the reed, it just ties right on, unlike the Sienna where you can kind of fold the pant over the belt, but it looks great, and you can see the difference in the width as well as the pockets here. And then here is the Cristal with the belt. I think all of these look really, really nice and polished with the belt.
So that is it for this video. I don't know how I'm gonna choose which to keep because I love everything, and my wallet just can't quite take that. But they are all such beautiful, wonderful pieces, and I highly suggest checking them out. They have a really great little tight-knit community, because once people start shopping there, they just want all Miik things. That's all they want to wear all the time, which I completely get. So just to let you know, if you're part of that community, if you have bought items from Miik before, you can still use my coupon code. You can only use it once. So it should be your first purchase or your first purchase with the code, which is lovely. And it counts against your whole purchase. So I would take advantage. Pricing is a little too much for you, which I completely get. It is a little pricier, especially for basics. It might be more than you're used to paying for basics, though I think for work clothing, it's a pretty typical price. They do have seconds sales and things like that where you can get slightly imperfect pieces as well as pre-loved pieces. They run their own pre-loved resale, like little weekend kind of things on their Facebook page. So there's all sorts of wonderful information. I cannot imagine anyone not loving this brand when they checked it out. So I really, really hope that you all do try some things. Please let me know which items of mine you liked the best. Sustainable blazers and workwear that's comfortable, that's stretchy, that works with my changing postpartum and hopefully, again, pregnant body is so hard to find. And I just love these pieces and love the ladies behind them. So thank you all so much for watching. Thank you to Miik for sending all these items to me for me to try. I'm so thrilled about them. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you in a future video. Bye.